Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. My name is Wyatt Hoover, a junior at Clark University, and in collaboration with variety show To Be Named, I'm doing a little series of interviews called The Interview Hour with Wyatt. This first episode is going to be called Half-Life Interviews, where I interview a good friend of mine, and the time gets progressively shorter. Hope you enjoy.
Ow!
Sorry. Hello everyone, and welcome to Interview Hour. I'm here joined by my guest.
Hi, I'm Will.
Hello, hi, I'm Will. Today I have a series of questions to ask you, things to really just get to know you, alright?
Okay.
Alright, first, before we start, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Doing
It's
pretty well?
a bit gloomy out, but pretty good overall.
Do you have any idea of the questions I'm going to ask you today?
I'm not aware at all of
Not
what
aware at
they
all.
might be.
Very good, very good. Now, on this show, we like to have a different theme every time. So, to kick off this show, our first ever episode, we have the theme of time. It's the first time ever we're doing this show, and it's time to get started. All right.
Okay.
My first question for you, Will. What is your favorite part about being a human being? You have 2 minutes to answer that.
Favorite part about being a human being? I think it's the ability to dream.
Mm-hmm.
And in some sense, we have that subconscious, or like that part that really, I guess, separates us from everything. Like where we can think and observe ourselves from a different perspective, I feel, and reflect on all of our actions.
Tell me more about that. What kind of perspectives do you look at yourself through? The scope of humanity.
I think it's often, in terms of self-reflection, it's reviewing actions and stuff that I've done in my past and observing how I can grow from that, or how I can be a better person, or, if I was challenged by the same challenge again, how would I react differently? How would I improve upon the last time I was, faced with it?
Gotcha.
And in some senses, that a different perspective could be like you get you talk to a friend, and then you can then think on that, or it's self-reflection, okay, I did this, what else was going on around me that influenced that decision, that sort of stuff. And just the really ability to analyze and then reevaluate yourself.
Have you had any struggles in this pursuit of understanding?
I feel like everyone has. I feel like very often we are challenged by our own nature, and it's a bit of a difficult task to overcome our nature, especially we don't like to admit we're wrong a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, a lot of the time I'll be like, I think I did well in this, when really I handled the situation poorly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, it's always going to be a challenge to improve oneself, and it's always a difficulty to review oneself, but it's through, life that we do this and go through it, and sometimes even just naturally as we grow up or mature, we get better at handling situations.
Yeah, I think that's very profound. And, cool. Would you look at the time? We're just about up with that 2-minute response.
Okay.
Thank you very much. All right, now this next question, it's a bit as complicated. In 1 minute, could you please tell me, if you were to take me out on a date, where would you take me and why? You have 1 minute.
Where would I take you in live? All right, the aquarium.
The aquarium.
I love the aquarium. I think it's a lot of fun. Mostly because I think fish are kind of cool,
Mm-hmm.
and I scuba dive, so it's like, look at the fish, look at the corals.
That's impressive.
In many regards, it's, being underwater is like visiting space. It's another world. It's different creatures.
Space, but wet.
Space, but wet. Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always really cool to see how things I just love fish, I guess.
Right, and what about the food? I'm a hungry guy.
The food, of course. So, seafood, of course.
Okay.
Seafood, the aquarium.
Environment there.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, probably more Italian, but Italians have seafood. But I'm a big pasta guy. Firmly believe in bolognese.
Do they have bolognese at the aquarium?
I wouldn't eat it if they did.
Oh, then what's the point of going on the date there?
Well, the aquarium's like the activity. Dinner and activity can be quite separate.
All right, so that's 1 minute. All right, next question. You have 30 seconds. What is your favorite kind of t-shirt? Go.
V-neck t-shirt.
Sorry, start now.
V-neck t-shirt.
V-neck t-shirt, why?
Collar stays well, so with crew necks it'll stretch and bend more. I generally like the fit. They feel
Is the
slimmer in
point
the
to
body.
show more neck?
Not really. The reason I like V-necks, like I could get one that's higher up. I just like that this little crest doesn't stretch as easily as crew necks. Like it gives you a bit more, when it goes over your head, it like opens up a bit easier and doesn't stretch as much.
Okay, interesting response. Why not any other letter of the alphabet neck?
I feel like
Time's up, you can't answer that. All right, next up, you have 15 seconds. Team Edward or Team Jacob? Go.
Go,
come on.
Team Jacob.
Team Jacob, why?
Because I slept under a blanket that had his face on it at my aunt's house.
Interesting. So you'd say he's your favorite?
Sure, yes.
That's controversial.
Is it?
All right, you have 7 seconds. Quick, tell me what Stephen Hawking's whole theory was about.
The theory of
What was it about?
Relativity. Black holes.
Any more than that?
Theory.
Too bad, you can't answer that. All right, you have 1 second. What's your name?
Will.
Well, that's all we have for today, folks. Thank you for joining me, your host, Wyatt, on another episode of Interview Hour. Thank you to our guest, Will, for showing
For
up.
having me.
We will see you next time where we will have a different theme and different hot questions and answers. Take care, everyone.